working? Is it working? I don't know. Hello. It just says going live on my thing, and I don't know why. So okay, well, hopefully it is live. I mean, it says it is, but I don't know why it's not working on my thing. Bear with me 2 seconds. Why is it saying that? Oh, okay, whatever. I'm just going to assume that it's working. Oh, fuck. Excuse my French. Oh, Jesus. Cool. Hello. Oh my god, that's weird. Okay. Oh, I need to put my phone on silent. Hi. Okay. How are we all tonight? How are you? Everyone who's in the chat, say hello. What's going on? Okay. Good. Nice to see you guys here. Hello. So we've got Mateus. Is that Mateus? Is that how you say your name? We've got Josh. We've got Liam. Hi, friends. Oh, I'm going to go into questions in a bit. So keep them saved. And yeah, I'll do a little bit of that stuff in a minute. Once we've got a couple more, like, make sure that a few people are online. Don't want to kick it off. Oh, hello, Jason again. Sweet Samuel. Hello. Oh. My friend just texted me to say that she's watching live, but she can't get in the chat for some reason. Hey, Jimmy. Hi. Thanks for coming. Woo! So glad you could make it. Hello, Philippe. Smiley faces. There's a few of you here. That's nice. Whenever I do these things, it's always a little bit like, you know, it's a bit scary because you're like, oh shit, like, will anyone actually turn up? Do you know what I mean? And you like kind of promote it, and then it's like, well, I don't know, hopefully. But, you know, even if it's just a small amount of us, then that's still nice, isn't it? Because then it's like a little bit more personal. So that's good. What the song is talking about. Okay, so I figured what I do to start with is talk a little bit about about like why I wrote the song, like what inspired me to write the song, or like bits like that. And then I'm gonna do you a performance, a special, unique version of Criminal live, woohoo, from my bedroom. And then I'm gonna do, and then if you have any more questions, we'll do a bit of that, and then maybe I'll do another song, and we'll just kind of hang out and have a bit of fun and have a little chat and all that stuff. Yay! Good. Okay, so let's talk about the first. So I wrote this song. Actually, it was quite a while ago. Actually, it's kind of a bit of a weird one. Like, it kind of ended up being such a long time before I put it out. I couldn't really find the right time, and a lot was going on in my life. So I actually kind of wrote it a long time ago, and it was back in, like, I think it was February I started writing this song. It was actually, So I did like like an online course thing that was basically like, because basically when it comes to my songwriting, I've always like I'm self-taught. And like, I mean, I did music production at school, but when it comes to like actual songwriting and commercial songwriting, I have always kind of been self-taught. So I thought it'd be quite good to do some kind of like upskilling type activity. So I did this thing called Monthly with Ryan Tedder, and he basically did a songwriting masterclass thing, like really kind of commercial songwriting, and you kind of had to make songs alongside it. So this song actually I wrote as like part of doing that course, and actually loved it so much I was like, I'm actually going to put this out. But it kind of took me a long time to actually do that. But yeah, so it was like, so I actually started with synth, the one it's in the chorus, in the background in the chorus. I started with that just because I was like, oh, I'm feeling a bit of I was feeling like I wanted to write a song for Lady Gaga. That was my first. I was like, if I were to write a song for Lady Gaga, how would I start it? You know, so I kind of like took a little bit of inspiration from Free Woman. As regular viewers of the channel know, it's one of my favorite Lady Gaga songs, and I cried. That was like the first cry on this channel was to that song, and that's kind of where I came up with like the bass line and the kick kind of being on the offbeat and all that kind of stuff. And used that point of inspiration to kind of fully flesh out something that was in the same kind of universe as that for me. And then I kind of took it in the same direction after that. And I actually came up with the melody and the lyrics and stuff. It was like by basically fleshing out the kind of production side, like some of the production sides of it, and singing gobbledygook over the top. So like, and like the word, what was it? It was the da 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 da. That's the kind of thing that came to me first, and I have to see if I can actually find the original audio recordings and put that out for you, because it's quite interesting to listen to. But yeah, like something sounded like, oh, it was criminal. Oh, it was criminal. Like, and I was like, oh, okay, that's a cool place to start. Like, oh, it was so sad. It was absolutely criminal. And I kind of, everything then kind of came from there. The whole idea that like, and so yeah, basically it's about having been in love, having been in a relationship with somebody, and it kind of maybe being like quite a toxic relationship. You feel like you're trapped. You feel like you're, maybe like you're like, and after having, it's kind of having finished that relationship, it's like, how do I trust someone again? And kind of dreaming of this person who is going to be the perfect person to break you out of that funk, to break you out of this like prison of like distrust, and set you free, and you just chase off into the sunset together. So that was like the whole imagery behind it, was like, I'm in this prison that's basically like of my own doing, but also of this previous guy who ruined my trust for people, and this other and I'm dreaming of this person who can save me, and he can throw me the keys and we'll be on the run together, and we'll just go and chase the sunset together. So it's kind of like a really romantic song. And like, so everything kind of stemmed from that, all the production stuff with all the like walkie-talkies and the police sirens and all that stuff. It all kind of stemmed from this idea of being broken out of a love prison by the love of your life and chasing the sunset. And so that and then that ties into like the art and stuff. So yeah. Oh, cool. Thanks. I actually used a lot of, if you haven't heard of it, it's called Splice. It's a website that like gives you royalty free. You pay like a subscription and you get like a whole bank of royalty free samples that you can use. And I used a lot of that for like the drums and stuff, and for a lot of like the it was kind of just having that pool of stuff kind of really, I was like, oh wow, this is really inspiring, and I used that to its full effect. And if you listen to the song closely, you'll be able to hear there's a lot of like sound effects that kind of tell another story, with this idea of try and listen out for them and try and figure out what the story in the background is. I thought I was quite like, ooh, I like that. Like there's something about production for me and text painting that is like always so inspiring for when I write music. So yeah, it's yeah, so like, yeah, the production side of it is often where I start, actually. I start kind of thinking of like, how can I do something really cool and interesting and different, using sound effects and using like almost kind of cinematic storytelling. Yeah. Yeah. Let's have a look. Oh, cool. Thanks for your comments. Yeah. Next month's music. Oh yeah, I know, right? Um, we've got Taylor Swift, followed by Adele, like week after week. I'm so excited. I'm honestly not ready for Adele's album. That's going to be a crazy, crazy exciting thing. Yay. Okay, so did you want to? Shall we do a little sing? Do a little sing song? Little sing song, Dan. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so let's do it. Okay. So I've got a Claire managed to make it in. Say hello to Claire, everyone. If anyone remembers the last live stream, the Claires were a strong presence in that. That was quite hilarious. I'm actually thinking, like, by the way, side note, I'm going to try and do one live stream every month, as like different kind of topics and whatever. But yeah, I was going to try and make it kind of a regular-ish thing. So yeah, make sure to like come back for more live streams in the future. Yeah, okay, let's sing. Bless our ears. Okay. Problem is that I've got to click go on the backing, which is on the other side of the room, so it's a bit like I'm gonna have to like rush back. Okay. Okay. Okay, I need to start. You know when you just like all of a sudden blank and you're like, I can't remember the lyrics. Okay, I'm gonna start. Lol. I want to break free from the chains here wrapped around me. I want to just leave and get away from the misery. But here you are, like a vision in a golden dream. Still I hesitate. Said I wanted to be free, now there's nothing holding me back. Gotta forget the past. Busting me out, oh you let me go. I've been so down, more than you'll ever know. Thrown behind bars by the one before. It was so sad, oh it was criminal. Breaking me out, yeah you are the one who's setting me free, my new life's begun. So throw me the keys and now we're on the run. Just call me a criminal. Call me a criminal. A long road ahead, but with you I'll never be scared. Outright my own fears. Yeah, together we're talking, busting me out. Oh, you let me go. I've been so down, more than you'll ever know. Thrown behind bars by the one before. It was so sad, oh, it was criminal. Breaking me out, yeah, you are the one who setting me free, my new life's begun. So throw me the keys and now we're on the run. Just call me a criminal. Busting me out, oh, you let me go. I've been so down more than you'll ever know. Thrown behind bars by the one before. You were so sad, oh, it was criminal. Breaking me out, yeah, you are the one who's setting me free, my new life's begun. So put on your shades and we'll chase the sun. Just call me a criminal. Call me a criminal. Call me a criminal. Call me a criminal. Yay! Could you hear that all right? I did actually do a sound check. Yay, thank you. Who's Andy Gibb? I have to listen to that. Sorry, yeah, like I'm glad that, so my software likes to crash randomly, hence that little moment, but like I'm just glad it didn't crash during the song. That would have been so embarrassing. Yay, thanks for all the cute emojis. Aw, sweet Samuel, you're so sweet. Gigi, thanks for listening from school. Maybe, no, you should study. Lol. Oh dear, that's so funny. I'm glad you could hear the backing track and stuff. I've never actually like done like a live streamed performance like this before, so kind of the technicalities of it, I'm a little bit like but I'm glad you could hear it. Okay, you could hear all the, I'm hoping you could hear all the a cappella backing vocals, right? And it wasn't just like lyrics, just like whatever. Bee Gees vibes, yeah. Love that. Oh, Andy Gibbs, yeah. Okay, yeah. I guess like I do like have quite a bright voice, don't I? And I use my falsetto a lot, so that's kind of the vibe in it. Cool. Oh, yay. Okay. I'm glad you enjoyed the lyrics, Gigi. Yeah. Does anyone have any more questions about the song? I thought maybe we could like chat a little bit more about it now that you've heard it again, if you hadn't already heard it earlier. Anyone? Any questions? My favorite line. Ooh, thanks, Josh. My favorite line from the song. Oh, obviously it's the one I cocked up in the performance, which I was like halfway between put on your shades and throw on your shades. So yeah, so throw on your shades and we'll chase the sun. I don't know, there was just something like very Swiftian about changing the like lyrics in the final chorus, and I was like, to come up with something that kind of changed but fit and kind of like was the kind of final story beat, the final bit of imagery. I just absolutely love the imagery in the idea that, like, you know, he's thrown me the keys and now we're on the run, like, you know, off in the car, but then we've accepted our fate, so just throw on your shades and we'll chase the sun together and we'll be in love forever. I just love the imagery of that line, so that's my favorite line, I'd say. Yeah. How long did it take me to write the lyrics? So like the first, so that like I always do my lyrics in drafts, in a way. So I start off with like a version, and I always, sorry, I'll always go away and listen to them back, mull them over, and try and think of better ways to communicate what I'm trying to say, in a more like succinct way, in a more like, you know, immediately recognizable way. So I kind of would say that like the initial draft of the lyrics I wrote in less than a day, actually, most of them, and then I came back and kind of, it was in the middle of the night, and I was like, oh, criminal, and I came up with a few ideas, and I fleshed them out the next day, and then but then the actual final version of all those lyrics, probably like when I actually recorded them in, which would have been like the demo like 10 days later, I guess. So the whole song actually in its base form took me 10 days to make, which was crazy because my album took me 3 years. So to actually do a song in 10 days, I was like, whoa, shit. Yeah, I was quite surprised. But yeah, so but then yeah, like versions of the lyric, it kind of developed like a little, kind of changed slightly. Yeah, my album. So I haven't got, well, so obviously I'm always planning the next album. Lol. But like my next actual long form project is actually more of an EP, because I wanted to tell a story that was more of like a like one story, because I feel like with my album it was like telling like my, like basically my diary over 2 years in a way, whereas like, so it was telling kind of multiple stories and multiple levels, and kind of all got summed up as like a kind of growing journey for me. Whereas this next thing, I wanted it to be really focused in on one story, like a beginning, middle, and end type thing. So yeah, the next one, it's actually exclusive. The EP, I don't know when it's coming out yet. Like I've still got quite a lot of work to do on it, but I've come up with a title, and it's called, oh my god, exclusive. Are you ready? It's called How to Break Your Own Heart. So I hope you're ready for that. Yeah, and it's going to be like 4 songs in an intro, and it's going to be a continuous piece of music, but we'll split into separate songs as well. That's the concept. But yeah, like I need to really get on it and actually start producing it, because I've done a lot, but I keep on stopping because life gets in the way, you know. So I need to get back on that. But yeah, so that's my direction for my next piece of music, is kind of taking it into more of a focused storytelling mode. True story, obs. But yeah. Oh, sweet Samuel. You're very sweet, Samuel. Um, yeah, so like, yeah, so different projects take me different amounts of time. Like when I did my album, it was like a real labor of love, and it was the first kind of long form piece of music I'd ever actually worked on. It was like my introduction basically into songwriting. You know, I always give myself a bit of a challenge, to be fair. So there was a lot of learning along the way, and the early versions of all the songs on my album went through so many iterations that like the early versions compared to the final versions are very different. And all those kind of years of work and time and living through the experience really, I think, kind of built themselves into the album naturally. So yeah, so that took quite a long time. But then like Criminal, it took me 10 days to write, so that's a little bit more. That was like write and do most of the production and everything. That was partly because I was doing the course as well, so so there was a little bit of like, you know, time pressure. And it was lockdown, so I had nothing else to do. But yeah, yeah, so different amounts of time. And then this current EP has already taken me like a couple of years, but that's kind of writer's block has really been a big part of that. Let me get my water. Oh my god. So Jimmy, are you going to do a video concept like Melanie Martinez for EP? I would absolutely love to. Like the amount of work involved in that is daunting. But if not, I've moved to London, like it's been a few months now, but if I can meet the kind of the right people who would want to collaborate and help me out with that, then 100% I would absolutely love to do that. Yeah. Oh, and I've already got ideas of how I would want it to be as well. So yeah, fingers crossed. But if not, like the music still stands on its own, and I'm happy for the music to stand on its own if it has to. But even if I put the music out and then afterwards manage to like work on music videos, I'll do it like that. But yes, I would love to. Basically, is the short answer. Oh, cool, Liam. I'm glad that my music is inspiring yours a little bit. That's quite cool. That's the idea of like collaborating, and I spend so much time listening to other people's music that like you just automatically get like inspiration. You know, like you can't even try. Do you know what I mean? It just like you just have to take it all in. You know. Oh. Yes. Aaron, who has been your inspiration when writing music? So I'd say my biggest inspirations throughout the years have been, I think Adele was probably the first person who I really kind of connected to emotionally as a like singer. And I think that like her with 21 specifically, just how raw it was and how much of a kind of diary it was something that really spoke to me in terms of songwriting. And I was like, well, that's how I want my songwriting to be. So that's a huge inspiration, is Adele. And then later on, a bit more Lady Gaga. Like I love the concept side of Lady Gaga, the way in which each album has its own story and has its own like so much like unique imagery and stuff. Like there's so much thought put into every aspect of an album from her. That's like hugely inspiring for me. And then more recently Taylor Swift, and I just like having discovered her through the channel last year, I'm just in love with her wordplay and the poetry of it. And like so I've taken on a lot more of like the kind of internal rhymes and stuff. I've been leaning into that a bit more, and that very much comes from Taylor. Yeah. So I'd say they're probably my top three. My album in particular, that was very heavily inspired by Emily Sandé. Absolutely love her songwriting style. Production wise, it would be stuff like Owl City was a huge inspiration for me when I was younger. Really kind of that was what inspired me to actually start doing music production. So definitely that's like I was working on something recently, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna listen to Our City. I haven't listened to Our City in a while, and I was like, oh my god, my songs, like still I haven't listened to Our City in like 5 years, and I'm like recognizing things that I've just like taken out the depths of my memory that were implanted by Our City when I was like 16. You know, it's kind of crazy. Yeah. So I'd say yeah, they're my biggest inspirations. Oh, that'd be nice. Tate McRae. I'll have to Google them. Hi, Friendly Tiger. You missed the performance. Unless you didn't. Josh, what was the favourite song I've ever put out? I think the first one that comes to mind for me is actually Sabotage. I'm not sure whether you've heard Sabotage. It hasn't got loads of streams. Cry. No, but it was part of my album, and I think there was just something about that one that really like was like the rawest moment on the album for me, like, and really kind of became this like song for me to just let it all go and just almost like scream into the microphone like how shit I was feeling. And there's something about like the production and the way I wrote it that I just really it's quite powerful for me still, even, you know, years after writing it. So I guess I could say that. Though Neon, the lead song as well, that's kind of I mean, I'm still listening to that back and think this is a bop. So I like that one too. Yeah. Ooh, my favorite decade of musing. My favorite decade of music. Huh. I never thought about that before. Maybe like I guess I'd have to say the 2010s, because like for lack of a better answer, because like that was where all the music came out in that decade that was the most inspiring for me, I guess. And that includes like stuff like, you know, Lemonade, which was like a momentous album for me. Channel Orange by Frank Ocean, again, like 21, yeah, all of Lady Gaga. Yeah, so yeah, 2010s, 100%. I'm not much of a retro fan for some reason. I don't know. Like there's certain like I really got into Fleetwood Mac for a while, and there are certain, obviously, like there are some classics that I still really enjoy, but I've always been, I don't know, there's always just something about modern music that's always got to me. I guess it's like a cultural thing, the way that you know, pop is right now, and being kind of tuned into what pop is at the moment. Maybe that's part of it, I don't know. But yeah, 2010s, I guess, which is, I guess, not a very cool answer, but there you go. I'm not a very cool person. Lemonade Supremacy. It's like, honestly, like in my top 5 albums of all time. I'll have to do that one day, top 5 albums of all time. Thanks for all your lovely comments, guys. Oh, have I already started my songs and albums of the year? The Weepy Awards are coming. I don't know whether any of you were watching this time last December. I did the Weepy Awards, and and yeah, I'll be doing that again this year. I already have idea. I have already started thinking about it. Actually, obviously we haven't heard Adele yet, so, but yeah, I've got a few ideas about what I want to put up there. Some of them aren't necessarily popular choices, but you know, we'll see. Yeah, I mean, I've been listening to Easy on Me like maybe 3 times a day since it came out, so that's gonna be up there, I think. Hi Isabella, thanks for joining. Call me criminal. Cool. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? Anyone? Or should we go on to maybe one more little performance? Let me get my water just for singing. Always drink water, kids. Especially when you're singing, you gotta look after your voice. Yay! Let's hope my voice holds out. I've been talking a lot. Okay. Let's do Man. I'm gonna sing Man. Have you guys heard Man? Oh. Yes, Margaret Penelope. Yay. Cool. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay, let's get set up. Make sure that it's not gonna crash in the middle of the song. Not that I can actually control that. Put my headphones on. Warming up slightly, although I've already warmed up, so just have to. Okay. Are you ready? It's gonna be a quick thing. Okay, let's just go for it. Okay. Can I remember the lyrics? Yeah. Man about it, gotta be a man about it, gotta be a man about it, gotta be a man. 12 years old. Some kids can be so loud. They decided I was gay before I even came out. So I tried to hide from the crowd. But that was long ago, and now I'm proud gay. Oh yes, it's true. But I am more a man than you. My own way and my own truth. I will be more a man than I will be more a man than you. I am more a man than you. I am closer to the truth. I'm a man. I will show you who I am. I'm a new kind of man. Don't cry. Oh, I try, but the toxic air, it hurts my eyes. So I choose to let the tears fall. I am vulnerable and strong, gay. Oh yes, it's true. But I am more a man than you. My own way and my own truth. I will be more a man than you. I'm a man. I am more a man than you. I am closer to the truth. I'm a man. I will show you who I am. I'm a new kind of stop telling me to matter. I'm a man. I am more a man than you. I am closer to the truth. I'm a man. I will show you who I am. I'm a man. I'm gonna be a man about it. I'm gonna be a man about it. I'm gonna be a man about it. I'm gonna be a man. I haven't sung that song live ever. Yay! Did you enjoy it? God, that's such a that's a belter. I'm gonna be croaking a bit for the rest of the evening, I think. Sorry, housemates, probably woke you up. Thanks. Thanks, Josh and Margaret. Yeah, it's... We lost... I'm quite glad that it's actually... Although it has crashed twice, I'm glad that it's crashed. Right, sorry guys. My laptop has just... my program's literally crashed 3 times in a row. Glad you enjoyed the song. Love all the rainbow flags. I wore the right top. Yay, I'm glad you like the song. Yeah. So, yeah, you should go stream Criminal and Man. But mostly Criminal, because I wanted to have good first day streams. But if you want to stream Man as well, you can. There's a music video for Man as well. If you haven't checked that out, that's quite it's quite arty. It's not the most high quality thing, but it has an idea. You know, it's a concept. Sorry, I'm playing with my hair so much. Cool. I'm glad you liked that. Does anyone else have any more questions or anything before we sign off? Anyone? Oh, cute. What am I reacting? Thank you, Gigi. Get all your friends. Everyone, get your friends to stream it, share it online. All the above. What am I reacting to this Friday? Lana Del Rey. Lana's got a brand new album out, Blue Banisters. So I'll be doing that same day. I'm gonna get up really early because Lana Del Rey videos take a really long time to edit. So, so I'm gonna have to get up at like 6 or something. But that's fine. It's all good. Yeah. So that'll be up by 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. UK time. Make sure to be there for day 1, Blue Banisters reaction. Yay, Lana. We'd love a bit of Lana in this channel. Blue Banisters. Blue Banisters. I haven't heard any of the songs from it. I've been saving it for the reaction. So, you know, you're welcome. Am I currently seeing anyone? I've been on 2 dates with someone. So, I mean, I'm not focusing on relationship-ness right now. It's been like moving up to London has been quite a big adjustment. So, you know, I'm just taking it as it comes, to be honest. Other questions, what have we got? My favourite 1D member's solo music. So, ask me this time last year and I would have said Zayn. Now I say Harry. I actually really liked Zayn's first album. I listened to it when I first moved out to Japan, so it kind of has a bit of that kind of memory for me. And there's beautiful songs on there. I love She. But then when you guys on the channel convinced me to react to Harry Styles, I was like, yes, okay. And I just was like blown away by like Fine Line. And like then I did his first album. And that wasn't as good, but like still, like what was it? Ever Since New York. Oh God, that song flattens me every single time. And yeah, and then on Fine Line, I absolutely love Cherry. I love Lights Up. I love what's the other song I'm blanking on? Hoo-hoo. Not that one. The other one. There's another one I'm forgetting that I really like. Ugh. Can't remember. And yeah, so now I'd say Harry. Yeah. Oh, Broadway music. Okay, don't get me started. We could do a whole video on this. For me, Spring Awakening is the best musical soundtrack of all time. Period. If you haven't listened to the Spring Awakening soundtrack, then do it. If you ever get a chance to see it, then go see it. It's life-changing, that musical. Oh my God. What are your favourite musical soundtracks? Obviously, there's Wicked as well, and Hairspray, and Les Mis, and Miss Saigon, and Once. I forgot Once. Oh my God, Once. Oh. Anyway, yeah, we're getting into musical territory now. We have to say that for another video. My favourite movie. This might be a predictable one, but probably A Star Is Born. Lady Gaga version, obs. At the moment, yeah. Because it's just the most moving movie. Just like, yeah, I've never been so moved by a piece of like by a film as I have by that movie. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Anything else before we go? Last chance. Last questions in. Anything about the song, about Criminal? I suppose I kind of told you everything about Criminal, really, didn't I? Oh, make sure to like. I'm actually gonna be putting out a lyric video next week, which is quite cute. So yeah, I haven't actually filmed it yet. Lol. But but yeah, I will be doing that. I saw one series of American Horror Story, but kind of got a bit lost in it, and I was a bit like, not really feeling it. So I kind of gave up with that. I'm not really into horror. Actually, I started watching Squid Game last night. joining everybody else in the world. So yeah, so that was like me and my friend watched the first 2 episodes, and we're hidden, but we had our matching Snorlax toys, and we're hiding behind them. Yeah, it's quite funny. My favorite Lana song, maybe Wild at Heart from Chemtrails Over the Country Club. Love that. There's some really great ones from Honeymoon as well. Off the top of my head, I really like the title track Honeymoon. I think I might say Wild at Heart though. There's something about that song I really like. Ariana. I mean, I've listened to a lot of it already, so it's a bit. It will, I won't be able to react. I mean, I did Positions last year, but that video flopped, so maybe not. My fave show. Well, when I was a teenager, it was Glee, obvs, because it was gay, and I was like 16, 17, and like hadn't come out, and then Glee came on TV. Favorite TV show ever, I would probably say Breaking Bad. BoJack Horseman. I like heavy drama. Really like internal, like. And what else would I say? Oh, Sense8. Oh my god, Sense8. Loved that. Shame that ended the way it did though. Am I British? Yes. 100%. Half Welsh. Not a massive fan of The Office. I mean, yeah, obviously I've seen it, but like, I don't know. Yeah. I mean, it's funny, obviously. I think I preferred Extras though when it comes to Ricky Gervais stuff. And then his what was it? What did he do? What's the one that he did last year about the guy whose wife dies? That was amazing. Love that. It's my Zodiac. Can you guess? Guesses, anyone? Guesses? Zodiac guesses? Go. Afterlife. Thanks, Claire. I'm not really much of a fan of Friends, actually. Well, I mean, obviously, like, Friends is like comfort viewing, but I was never one of those crazy Friends like viewers who's seen every episode, Yes, I've seen Skins. Offs. My hair routine. That's been a transformative process. It seems to be different every bloody month. But I've got this like natural hair shampoo that I've been trying to use recently because my hair's been breaking. I've never had long hair before, so I'm like learning how to. So if you have any tips on how to look after long hair, then let me know, because I've got quite fine hair, so it breaks quite easily. Random. Do I have any pets? No, not anymore. I'm not a Libra. No, I'm actually a Scorpio. It's my birthday soon. Oh, hello from the UK to Turkey. Cool. Okay. Oh, I've listened to a little bit of Pink Floyd. I've listened to Dark Side of the Moon. That's such a cool album. Like, just in the music production inside of it, like, so inspiring. Like, Money, like, to write a song that's all about, like, the dropping of the cash and the closing of the tills and all that stuff. It's amazing. Mine's 20th of November. My birthday's the 20th of November. Hi, Jess. You're a bit late. We're just about to finish. But you have to go back and watch it on replay. Another cover. Thanks, Claire. A cover. Taylor Swift, 100%. I kind of actually wrote a cover, like arranged a cover, I should say, of I Almost Do. But like it didn't all quite come together just because my pianoing, live pianoing is always a little bit difficult, and I kind of wanted to do a live version of it. So I think I might get a group of musicians together if I wanted to actually do a full cover of it. I'd prefer to do it that way, I think. dream collab. Oh, well, Gaga, duh. But in terms of like how we'd click creatively, oh, Taylor, obviously. But less. I feel like less obvious answers. I'd like to. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Me and Lord would necessarily do a good collab. I feel like we're in different headspaces. Maybe Churches. I feel like we'd do quite a good pop, electro pop cover together. I'd love to do that. Gaga. I'd love to do a ballad with Gaga. That would be great. Okay, cool. Well, I think that we should probably wrap it up now. My housemates are probably getting a bit pissed off. So, yeah, thank you so much for joining, everybody. And celebrating the launch of my new song, Criminal. Woohoo! Yay! It's out on all streaming platforms. So I think I've left the link in the description of the live chat of the live stream. So click on it and you can go through to Spotify, Apple, iTunes, whatever. Stream it wherever you want to, or here on YouTube. Yeah, get streaming. We want to tell the algorithm that this is a song of note. So thanks. Yeah, thanks you so much for tuning in. In terms of stuff coming up on the channel, make sure to tune in Friday for Lana Del Rey, Blue Bannisters. The week after, I'm going to do a bit of a Adele, like my expectations for her new album type video. I'm going to do a new Marina album. I'm going to do a Marina reaction as well. So make sure to keep an eye on that. And then obviously we've got 30 next month and Red Taylor's version. So that's kind of all the upcoming stuff, really. Yeah. Oh, cute. Fragile soul person. I'll definitely answer that question next time I do a live, because that's a really cool question. But next time, because we've got to go to bed because my housemates are working tomorrow morning. I'm not. Lol. Cool. Yay! Thank you for streaming, everybody. I will see you for another live stream next month. I'll figure out some reason to do a live stream. Not sure what, but I'll do it. Cool. Bye. Oh yeah, I have to do this.